Thousands turned out in Sydney's east last night for a vigil to support the Jewish community and mourn those killed at the hands of Hamas militants in Israel. Kenny Heatley is live for us. Kenny, good morning. Emotional scenes in Dover Heights last night.
Pete, yes, about 9,000 turned out in Sydney's eastern suburbs in what was an emotional and sombre vigil, many holding the Israeli national flag. It was a sea of blue and white as well, but also people from all walks of life who just wanted to come and support the Jewish community. There were those who were holding up pictures of friends and family caught up in the conflict, and many expressing the shock of the events that have transpired in the Middle East since Saturday.
Super important for the Jewish community and Sydney siders to gather here and stand in solidarity with Israel and mourn what's been lost.
As we've seen, over 1,200 innocent civilians were murdered ruthlessly over the last 4 days, and this is the least we can do. We can donate money, we can show support, we can show love. And if we show unity, that is the best way of showing our love towards them.
And to show everyone else in Australia that there's massive support for Israel as well, not just opposition such as we've seen at the recent demonstration.
There was a heavy police presence that stretched for multiple blocks away from that vigil site in Dover Heights. Dozens of police, some on horseback as well. Private security as yesterday. New South Wales Police launched Operation Shelter, its response to the conflict in the Middle East, including but not limited to monitoring public sentiment, monitoring and managing protest activity related to the conflict, and patrolling of key Jewish sites. There was dignitaries and politicians from both sides of politics, state and federal, the opposition leader Peter Dutton and the Premier Chris Minns, who apologised to the Jewish community for the scenes at the Opera House on Monday night again.
Absolute determination, a steadfast determination to make sure that we stay together, that we stare down the barbarity, that we rise up and we support those in their darkest hour.
Some of that hatred was seen in your own city, and I'm deeply, deeply sorry for it.
Not present was Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, but he did visit yesterday a synagogue in St Kilda in Melbourne.
Government and the people of Australia unequivocally condemn the attack by Hamas. The targeting of civilians and the taking of hostages is an affront to all Australians, and we condemn these horrific acts.
The organisers of the protest at the Opera House on Monday night, the Palestine Action Group, are forging ahead with their plans to protest in the CBD once again on Sunday. Despite the Premier deeming the protest illegal, they did submit documentation to try and have that gathering legal. However, police say those documents were submitted outside of the 7-day notice period and may even take the organisers to the Supreme Court. Either way, under Operation Shelter, which is monitoring their activities, there is likely to be a heavy police presence in the city this Sunday, Pete.
Kenny Heatley, thank you.